Hello, everybody. My name is Instant.Michael, and welcome back to Doki. So I had to go back and replay a lot of this because it wouldn't save, and for some reason it still won't save. But I finally got caught up, and we can continue from here. And yeah, so we just got to see our poems again, second time, and everybody seems to be approving of my work, despite me not even knowing what I wrote. So I guess that's what we're rolling with. Let me just check something in my. Okay, yeah. Oh wait, oops. I messed up. Okay, we're good. All right. So, James, you ready to get back into this? Good. The mic's here, by the way, so if you want to talk, it's right here. And talk loudly.
Hello, everybody.
All right, let's get to this. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so everyone can come sit at the front of the room. Is it about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparation. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've been designing some pamphlets, and we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to do for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica, yeah, we're going to have a poetry poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we also get to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't really already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it. Yuri shakes in her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud in a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. Looked at that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of the club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show people what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feeling. When are they going to include me? Am I going to be sharing poems too, or can I just be that guy in the back? Like, I'll take pictures for you guys and stuff, for the yearbook, whatever.
Yeah, this game's not giving you any choices.
What is this game? Is this even a game? Did any of my choices matter so far? I guess it's to lead to which girl you like the best, James. I think that's the end goal. You're going to end up with one of these four girls, which is interesting. Sure, whatever. Out of all of them, James, who do you like the least?
Definitely the little prick. The
Natsuki?
little pink prick.
Who do you like the best?
Yuri.
You like Yuri the best. Let's see. I kind of like, I don't like Monica that much. Just because, she's bored.
Always like
She's
straightforward.
No, she's just boring compared to these three. These three actually have something. Longtime friend. She's like angry, but she's like so puny. It's kind of adorable and funny. Like, aw.
Yuri's funny when she gets scared.
Yes, and then Yuri's funny when she gets scared. I would totally play pranks on her, which is probably why I would never get a girlfriend. But anyway, let's see.
It'll be worth it.
Being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in the club today. Don't you want to share this with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is to stand in front of the room for 2 minutes and recite a poem, then I know you can do it. I can drop my mixtape, man. We can drop our mixtape,
Yeah.
James. Yo, what up? This is my poem. I'm a lyrical, spiritual, miracle individual, slipping and flipping and dipping and lipping and...
Woo! Woo!
Gotta vote for Trump. Anyway, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monika, this is too sudden.
It's just reciting a poem in front of people, okay? It's not really anything.
James, it's difficult than it seems, James. You know, majority of people, James, actually fear public speaking more than death.
Really?
Yeah, more people would rather die than do public speaking. So, looks like we have a standoff. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of a club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Remember? Imagine everyone's naked. Whenever I'm in a crowd and I try to read stuff, just imagine everyone's naked.
And if you want to bail, just say you have a bomb.
I have a bomb. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips around in her notebook to a specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Boo! Next!
Boo, no explosion, let's go.
Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the whole words to life. I should do that too. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. We didn't even hear it. Come on. Don't be shy. Thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clenches a sheet of paper behind her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly around to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each sheet. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Affirm Image of the Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? She's been possessed. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, and she enunciates with perfect timing. Just like me when I'm reading this dialogue. So let's spit. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire. Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation.
Oh, she's possessed by a demon.
I'm the first to start applauding.
Oh,
Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next. Sayori jumps out of her chair and cheerfully goes to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, shut the fuck up. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do this so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it comes out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori. It's serene and bittersweet, just like what she said she wanted to focus on. That's good. Good job, Sayori. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gave it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Michael liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nice, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poem wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of people. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before Michael. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Michael lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put any energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive an applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else is. Bullshit, I would fuck the out of that poem. I would rape the shit out of every single word. Monica says, don't worry about it so much. I think it's less that your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. There's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. All right, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Jump. Do it. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounced up and down, as if given life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back into her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, do it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's with my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have the idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Oh, okay.
Read your literature.
Let me just choose from the 2 freaking poems I wrote for this entire game. I got 2 poems. Which one to choose? Geez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. Okay, there we go. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting it in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, and I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do the best to get through with it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, why would I want to impress Monika? All right. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. Fight me, bitch. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Geez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be really nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Michael. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things has already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Oh, shoot. Okay. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asks me to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, well, I would walk home with Yuri. I would still walk home. So would I walk home with Yuri? If Yuri asked me to walk home with her, would I walk home with Yuri? Or would I still walk home with Sayori? I kind of want to walk home with Yuri. But I don't want to be a dick and say, sorry, I'm kind of going to go with Yuri on this one. Should I just say I would still go home with Sayori, but oh god, I don't want to see her mad because I choose Yuri. Listen, Sayori, you're a nice girl and all. You're not even my least favorite. It's just like, come on. I'm sorry, Sayori. Forgive me, senpai. Walk home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I feel awful turning her down. So, isn't she so beautiful and smart? Yeah, that has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez, there's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I'd always need you. When else could I have a friend who looks like a dude? Anyway, I'm just kidding. It's okay, you're hot. I'm kidding. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone is different. Nobody in the club's replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and left felt awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. When am I going to get any dude friends? All right, kids are going to start thinking I'm gay because all I do is hang out with girls. Like, seriously, I need some dude friends. It's kind of awkward.
My God, I'm pretty sure it's the opposite.
No. If all you have is girl friends, like no guy friends around, it just makes you look really gay.
Oh, I understand.
Even like, pimp dudes, they got a group of dudes to hang out with, That's what happens. Like, if you're just hanging out with girls, it's a red flag. They're gay. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her, but if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? I have to write another one. All right. I like childhood.
Journey?
I also like how, like, here, James, you can only impress one of these three, but you can't impress Manika. That's kind of weird. Captive.
Oh, okay.
Unrestrained. I already chose unrestrained. I'm going to choose words that I didn't choose.
Anxiety.
I already chose that one before. Divide.
Unending. Disarray. Hair.
Gotta choose suicide. Gotta choose massacre.
Oh, I get it. She likes the negative ones.
I mean, sometimes. I've seen her like other stuff. This is weird. I don't understand this part of the game, but I'm just choosing whatever I like. Chocolate. Everyone loves chocolate. Anime!
Oh, God.
Starscape. I like the word Starscape. All right. Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry. I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club won't be here if it wasn't for you. And I'm sure super happy you're all willing to help out for the festival, too. I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part in the festival, but there's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. I like squid. Do I like fried squid? I like the
Squidward.
I like fried squid. I like Squidward.
I like Squidward.
I didn't think that was gay when I first saw that, but I just thought it was like SpongeBob being creepy, but everyone just turns it gay now. Yeah, I didn't say I don't like it. I thought it was just him being annoying towards Squidward, which was funny. And I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Manika. Eh? That's not how you say my name. At all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation.
Michael, you have powers again.
What?
Oh, maybe I wouldn't just.
I don't know. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything all right? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, all right, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation had already dispersed with everyone back in their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through the papers at her desk. Michael, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything about Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika appears across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Michael. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that bother her, but this time when I ask her, she's really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try to talk to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time to bring it up with people of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the things on her mind is you, Michael. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, Michael. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I don't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now, okay? Alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori sits. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and had to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when there's literally two people other than those two. Like, that's just me talking, not what the text says. But anyway, that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, then I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one who's behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't be getting anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I had no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit down in the one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those who are willingly sharing that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen to it. And it really is not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little bit off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just wondered what. Don't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been just friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Michael, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there may be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess? But you don't need to put it that way. What? We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly takes a deep look in her eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she's searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you are someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. Let's show me that microscopic mouth you have, please. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone, after some time passes, Monica calls to the club room. Why don't we all share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, but she smiles at me. I wonder what she talked about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to? I'm going to save Sayori. Let's see. Natsuki, let's start with her. This one's all right. All right? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that
She's just trying to find a way to be negative about everything.
Yeah.
Like she's trying so hard, you can tell she's trying.
She's you. She is you. Isn't she? Because she's making everything negative.
I'm not a little bitch.
That is you. You are her. It's just that one of us in this club have to make it sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. No, you aren't. I'd leave in a second. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I were to put up with you. Gah. Natsuki's elbows connect with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's the kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Right in the pussy.
Oh.
Remember that guy in the news? Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach.
Just get rid of
I'll be your, what is this poem title? There is no way that was not intentional.
Get rid of the A and E and then replace it with the IT.
Yo, what's up? My name is M-Bomb here, and I'll be reading I'll Be Your Beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a simple place, a beach for us to go. A shore is reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sun need glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydreams about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see your shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Let me free in your windy sail and remember the reasons you're wonderful. Then you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that your daydreams about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I feel like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. A nice message? More like hidden innuendos. I'll be your bitch? Really? Really? This is your nice message? Okay.
You could even tell she was going for the I'll be your bitch. Because remember, look what the poem said.
I'm scared to know what your negative poems are like. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and then come up with the message later. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic to have us both write about or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice. All right, and who's next? Let's go to Yuri. Michael, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. Well, I've been choosing these 20 words like I know what I'm choosing, bro. That's how you write a poem. I can feel most of the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it's ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing for. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Michael, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Relatable. No, I don't. I have friends. You suck, Yuri. Did you know that? It's great. It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always had some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's the one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing, inspiring people you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend, cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know, and those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. Who would make fun of this? Let's be honest here. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you. I'm not a know-it-all, Michael. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing them with you. I didn't really understand what I'm missing all this time. But I really hadn't done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being apart, patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Michael. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things that killed your parents. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself, even when talking to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. Literally, fuck them all to death. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I had at least one success. Wouldn't you? Um, if you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. Oh my god, she made a Part 2 to this. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I'm too late. He steps into the sunlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is the rhythm with the pound of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to the forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding? I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poem being really cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. Also, this clearly isn't the poem that Natsuki said she wrote about, meaning I'm probably the only one she's shown this to. I don't know if I'm able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to keep eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. Once again, I try to hand the poem back to her, but instead, Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, The poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monika says anything. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah. I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put our poem away.
Okay, finally, it's Sayori.
Alright. Let's go to Monika.
How much time do we have left?
I think after we review Sayori, we'll be done for today. Hi, Michael. Have you thought about what you would want to submit for the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought, though. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at each other's poems. Sure. I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hand. Your style's gotten so refined, Michael. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these couple past days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needed some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's an awful suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know? All right. I get you. Just be careful, all right? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I don't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind casts to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather and a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, after I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning, not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost parodical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefer writing about things that are sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that's... Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then share becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. That's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening. Finally, we got Sayori. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that really matters to me. Thank you, Michael. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. Yay. I'm going to go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is just a common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. What the heck did she run away to? I thought she just wanted to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Yeah, peeing is illegal. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Who? That curious expression came from Yuri of all of a sudden. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and maybe in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most
Completely.
I got a little dick. It's pathetic.
Just be scared during the festival. Everybody will love it.
You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you would have a beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make banners and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that's all. That just leaves you, Michael. I don't want to do anything, all right? I'm the freeloader, all right? Just make me. I'll just hang. The one who's truly useless. Yes. Don't say that.
Be at the front of the booth and like,
I'll be the mascot. Because I'm obviously the hottest one here, so I'll be the guy at the front saying, if you come in here, you'll find people like me.
Yeah. 2 hours later, there's gonna be no one in there.
They'll be like, so this is why we have no members, Michael. Both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really appreciate that. Is Monika suggesting I spend a weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Michael may not like to be around you if you only make him be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assist with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're more of an excuse for Michael, too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't? Just what you think. Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Michael to decide what he'd like to contribute to. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know.
Oh gosh.
So I'm sure he's interested in
Michael, prepare to break 2 people's hearts today.
You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Michael, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Ah!
Wait, what's Sayori doing?
I'm pretty sure Sayori is actually helping Monika, so...
You know what? Screw little pink prick.
Let's choose Natsuki.
No!
Well... Baking sounds like it could be fun. I bet Yuri's like really heartbroken because she loves me the most. Remember we had that heartbreaking conversation about her sitting alone at lunch and all that good stuff? She was like my OG. I fed her chocolate. And I should have chosen her, but I'm like, no, we're going with you. We're going with you, Natsuki. Let's see what you got. Baking sounds like it could be fun, and you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it probably could use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'd definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago, you were saying that. That's because...
Michael,
never mind, okay?
She'd give you the dirty work.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyway, you'll be fine yourself, all right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. It made me feel bad. That's good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, that's a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anyway, anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes. Everything's except this performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Michael? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it turns out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Yuri feels really bad I didn't choose her.
Come on, really? She wouldn't have felt bad. I don't care if she's.
I bet she would have, but like she would have like tried to hide it.
Yeah.
But I kind of.
Funny way. So come on, it would have been a win-win for her.
I don't know. I kind of want to see what she's gonna do. Give me the dirty work, I dare you. Now Natsuki starts pouting. It's not. I mean, it's not that big a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri must just have a feeling of a little underappreciation in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean. Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with worried expression. Look! Natsuki goes over and pulls her hand and down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performance. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hand and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all the people to be saying such encouraging things, she just says it because she really wants to bring me to her house. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it wasn't working too perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at the time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a great event. Yeah.
Oh, you just destroyed Yuri's world. You just destroyed it.
I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for us today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying a little bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things.
Never stay alone in a Japanese school.
I start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door when they chat behind us. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally wouldn't have just gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. That's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Yes, I'm gonna prank call her and be like, this is a call from Joe Mama. You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, we don't really have a kitchen. We're kind of we live in a trailer park. Watch out for the Mexicans. They're gonna say, "You want to touch my Cheeto? Don't do it. Don't trust them."
Yeah, be careful of the Persian guys. They're gonna say some stuff that's gonna make you uncomfortable.
I just have the feeling that since I'm the only one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really. That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is at home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I need from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming home. All right, fine with me. Yeah. I'm really going to show you why I love baking so much. So you'd better look forward to it. Oh, didn't you say you were going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone. I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never get to bake with someone else before. That's all it is. So, all right, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. All right, that's where we'll have to end it. We did a long episode today, 54 minutes. How do you feel about this, James?
It's awesome.
How do you feel about me choosing Natsuki and shattering Yuri's world?
I like to see her when she's sad.
Well, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. See you guys for the next part, and peace.